So it's Thursday. It's hot today. It's 11:15. I'm waiting for a couple of guys. We're going to go into a Filipino restaurant to have some Filipino food. Lovely. Okay, so what do we do? Yes, today, public or private hospital facilities. Now, I've been doing this stuff with Priem, and he's gone back to Melita, which is pretty cool, and we know what's happening with that. Today, it's about public versus private hospitals. So, private hospital, let's do public hospital because it's easier first. SPMC is the major public hospital on Mindanao, and it is huge, and it's a mini city within a mini city, and you go through processes of triage, which costs you 50 peso. You then go to other departments, and you have to complete the processes as you're going, and it's quite long-winded, it's quite drawn out, and at the end of it there is a waiting list, and that waiting list can be anything from 30 days up to 100, 150 days, depending on the severity of the infection you've got. And that's not the severity of what you've got, it's the severity of how many people in the Philippines. Now, Priem has thyroid, so let's deal with the thyroid part because we got the facts on that. So, in the Philippines, 7% of men in 100,000 Filipino men will turn around and have a thyroid issue. Whether it's thyroid gland expanding, or it's actually growing growths or nodules, or it's cancerous, or it's benign, or it's what do they turn around and call? I've forgotten what they call that now. That's it, benign and malignant. It would need operating on. So that's men. On the flip side, women, out of 100,000 women, Filipino women, 22% will have a thyroid issue in their lifetime. 22%. So, looking at the thyroid, you have to go, because it's malignant, you have to go to the cancer clinic, and when you go to the cancer clinic, they turn around and recommend you back to the ENTS, who then turn around and then put you on the waiting list at a public hospital to be operated on. Now, when we were at the hospital this week, there were 17 people at the ENTS looking at their thyroid. Now, we'd actually gotten a scan, we did a biopsy off-site, and we took it to SPMC, which I feel is the best way to do it, because a biopsy takes anything up to 30 days. A CT scanned endoscopy turns around and takes anything up to 90 days, because you have to continue to join those lists. You remember what I said? You continually join those lists because there are so many people in the hospital. And then we came out of the hospital, endoscopy's done, there's no longer a CT scan required because it's a waiting list. And what they said is Priem will get, the doctor will turn around and do the operation, will be free, he'll pay for the room, and this is the key things you need to understand, like room in SPMC is about 2,000 peso a night. In Brockenhurst, which is another, in other hospitals, it's more. But there are other hospitals that are cheaper, but their medical side of it is more expensive, i.e. the doctor price. Whereas in the SPMC, the doctor is free, room price is 3,000, then you have to have your medication. the medication at SPMC as a public hospital, they don't do that type of medication. The iodine radiology has to be done in a private hospital, so you have to pay private. Yeah. Now the rooms are shared, or you can pay for a private room, and then the price goes up to 18 to 20,000 a day at SPMC if it's you solely in that room. But there are wards like back in the UK and like in America, you share that ward. So SPMC is really, really good. It offers a great service. It offers a great package. It's just you need time to turn around and go through the process of getting in, and then you need to wait to have surgery or operation or medical treatment in that period of time. So that's public. Now I went to SPMC 4 years ago, and my experience was not good. It wasn't clever. I went to the triage. Then the person at the triage turned around and said I needed to get a blood test, so I went to the blood test, and the guy in the blood test turned around and said, I don't need a blood test, you need to go back to triage. So I go back to the triage, and when you go back, you have to go to the end of the queue. You can't just push in. A lot of people try to do it, but the triage guys just turn around and push you to the back. And I turned around and said, well, he's turned around and said I don't need blood, you're turning around and telling I need blood, what do I need? Anyway, I left because I wasn't getting anywhere, and I went to a private hospital, and I got the work done within 3 or 4 hours. Anyway, so that's the SPMC side of it. Now on the private side of it, now there's only one public hospital in Davao, SPMC, and there are a lot of private clinics that support SPMC and refer people back into SPMC. Now within the private sector, you've got supposedly the #1 hospital in Davao, Davao Doc. I dispute that. Brockenhurst, very, very good. San Pedro, very, very good. Adventures, very good. Davao Premier Langan, very good. Metro Hospital, which is known as a Chinese hospital, very good. And there are 8 or 9 private hospitals, and then there's other private hospitals that specialise in disability for children, cancer care for children, bone reconstruction for children, cleft palates. There's that whole remit in that sector, which isn't covered by public, sorry. So if we turn around and take Davao Langan, which is we went to, the doctor's price at Davao Langan is 90,000 peso to do the operation. At SPMC it's free. At San Pedro it's 200,000. This is just the doctor, guys, just the doctor. It's 200,000 at San Pedro. Brockenhurst it's 175,000. Davao Doc it's near 250. So that's your doctor. So it goes from free, you need to wait, or you can turn around and book in and get it done privately, and they can turn you around in 7 days. Most of the operations happen on a Thursday and Friday, which means you have to turn around and get a room on Saturday and Sunday. Now room prices are 3,000 for public for San Pedro, for SPMC. San Pedro is 2,800, and these are all the same, they're not private rooms. Brockenhurst was 21,000. Adventures is 18,000. Davao Doc is near 200,000, 250,000.